You might not even realize it, but the very pills meant to help you could be slowly stealing your strength, your memory, and even your independence. I've seen it too many times. As a geriatric doctor, it breaks my heart. Imagine this: a senior, once vibrant and active, now struggling to remember where they put their glasses, feeling weaker than they did a few years ago, and relying on help for tasks they once managed on their own, all as a side effect of overmedication. Every day I see patients taking 10, 12, or even 15 medications. When was the last time anyone sat down and asked, is this helping you, or could it be hurting you? In my experience, the answer often lies in the shadows of their medicine cabinets, overflowing with little orange bottles. It might start innocently enough. You begin with a blood pressure pill, then a cholesterol medication. Perhaps an anxiety pill is added in, followed by something to help you sleep. Before you know it, you have a cocktail of prescriptions, each meant to treat an issue, yet no one is reviewing the entire picture. Sound familiar? Now, don't get me wrong, medications can be life-saving and truly beneficial. But when they pile up, they create a dangerous mixture, one that can rob you of muscle strength, cloud your thinking, increase your risk of falls, and in some heartbreaking cases, even shorten your life. This issue we're diving into today is called polypharmacy. It's a fancy term, but the consequences are all too real. Picture this. You reach into your medicine cabinet for a remedy. You have all these colorful bottles at your disposal, but instead of feeling empowered, you feel anxious. Trying to keep track of what each pill does becomes overwhelming. Some days you might even skip doses, unsure of whether the benefits outweigh the risks. And over time, the weight of all these medications begins to affect your daily life in subtle yet significant ways. Have you ever noticed feeling a bit more unsteady on your feet? Feeling dizzy when you stand up? Or maybe you've had moments where your thoughts feel foggy and you wonder if this is just aging or something else? These symptoms can often be mistaken for typical signs of aging, yet they might stem from the very medications prescribed to improve your health. It is a heartbreaking irony. The trappings of polypharmacy can creep into your daily routine, turning tasks that were once second nature into challenges. You might find yourself hesitant to engage in your favorite hobbies or avoid social gatherings because you feel too tired. It can be disheartening, stripping away your independence and altering your sense of self-worth. Can you remember a time when you would get up without thinking twice, confident in your balance? Now that confidence is slowly eroded, often without you even realizing what's causing it. And what happens if this silent struggle goes unchecked? The reality is frightening. The risks mount up. You might experience a fall that could lead to a fracture, which sends you on a spiraling journey through hospitals and more medications. The cycle continues, and before you know it, you feel trapped, dependent not just on medications, but also on caregivers, family, and friends to navigate your world. Here's the kicker. Many seniors remain unaware that their decline isn't just aging, it's often driven by medication overload. It sneaks up on you, like a shadow lurking just out of sight. What was prescribed with good intentions might not be the right solution anymore, and left unaddressed, this could be your new normal. But what if you could turn the tide? What if there were ways to reclaim that sense of agency, to feel stronger, more alert, and even more connected to the world around you? As we venture further into this discussion, I want you to think about your own experiences. How do medications fit into the bigger picture of your health? In the next segment, we're going to explore why this troubling trend of polypharmacy is becoming a reality for so many older adults. We'll dive into the underlying causes and risk factors at play. It's essential to understand how our bodies process medications differently as we age, and how navigating our healthcare system can sometimes lead to these unintended consequences. So let's keep this conversation going. Together, we'll uncover the truths that can lead to a healthier and happier life, emphasizing your power in this journey toward better health. Your next prescription might just be for questions to ask, discoveries to make, and ultimately, a path to more freedom. Stay tuned. You might think those little orange bottles lining your shelves are your allies, but here's a startling truth. They could be silently eroding your strength, your memory, and even your independence. Imagine this: a once vibrant senior full of life and energy, now struggling to recall where they left their glasses, feeling weaker, and increasingly reliant on others for day-to-day tasks. This isn't simply a reality of aging. It often stems from the very medications prescribed to help. As a geriatric doctor, it pains me to witness patients, some taking 10, 12, or even 15 medications every day, without anyone pausing to ask, is this truly helping you, or could it be causing harm? It usually unfolds gradually, beginning with one or two prescriptions for specific issues like high blood pressure or anxiety. Then, as if in a scripted play, more medications are added in swift succession. A pill for sleep, another for a side effect of the previous one, and before you know it, your cabinet resembles a mini pharmacy. And while it's true that many medications are life-saving, the unfortunate reality of polypharmacy is that too much of a seemingly good thing can create a toxic blend. This dangerous cocktail can steal away muscle strength, dull your thinking, heighten the risk of falls, and in some devastating cases, even shorten your life. That's the essence of the term polypharmacy, not just the act of taking multiple medications, but the consequences that ripple throughout your health and wellness. Now imagine opening that very medicine cabinet. Instead of feeling empowered by the remedies at your fingertips, you might feel overwhelmed by the very thought of tracking each bottle's purpose. Have you noticed feeling unsteady or dizzy? Perhaps you're grappling with moments of confusion. While these may feel like typical signs of aging, they often trace back to the medications meant to improve your health and well-being, an ironic twist of fate. Every day I see patients whose medications have turned into barriers rather than bridges to better health. Tasks that were once second nature begin to feel daunting. You may hesitate to pursue your favorite hobbies or shy away from social gatherings, all because of the fatigue brought on by those little pills. The consequences can chip away at your independence, making you reliant on caregivers and loved ones to navigate through life. Even more concerning, the cycle of polypharmacy often goes unnoticed. Many seniors live unaware that their physical and cognitive decline isn't solely due to the passage of time. Instead, it can often be traced back to an escalation in medication use, a problem that builds gradually, like a creeping shadow that follows us through life. What started as a thoughtful prescription can morph into a new normal of dependency and diminished quality of life. But what could turn this tide? What if you could reclaim that sense of agency, feeling stronger, sharper, and more connected to those around you? Understanding the mechanics behind polypharmacy is crucial as we navigate these waters together. It's vital to explore what happens to our bodies as we age and why these issues can seem to multiply during our later years. As we grow older, our bodies undergo significant changes that affect how we process medications. Our kidneys and liver, which are essential for filtering drugs, may not work as efficiently. The medications we once metabolized seamlessly might now linger longer in our systems, leading to intensified effects or unexpected side effects. This can create a precarious balance where what felt fine at one age might become overwhelming at another. Additionally, there are changes in body composition to consider. Your muscle mass may decline while body fat increases, altering how your body responds to certain medications. This means that drugs which once felt manageable can have a more pronounced effect, often becoming too strong for your system to handle comfortably. And then there's the reality of modern healthcare. As we age, it's common to see multiple specialists for various health concerns. Your heart doctor, maybe one for arthritis, and perhaps another focusing on sleep. Each doctor may prescribe medications based solely on their specialty, rarely considering how these drugs interact with each other. It's akin to having a kitchen full of chefs, each adding their own spices to the soup without ever tasting it. The side effects of these medications can often mimic the very challenges we expect from aging. Dizziness could stem from a blood pressure medication lowering your pressure too much. That unsteadiness may come not from age, but from sedatives prescribed to soothe anxiety. Feeling foggy or confused isn't always just getting older. It can be a byproduct of numerous medications conflicting with one another, creating a cascade of issues. And as you might suspect, this concern can snowball. One dizzy spell can lead to a fall, perhaps resulting in a fracture that plunges you into a cycle of more treatments and more medications. Before you know it, that shadow of dependency has grown into an overwhelming dark cloud, one that starts small but deepens if left unchecked. But how do we address this pressing matter? It begins with understanding these changes in your body and recognizing how they influence your health management. Before we leap into solutions, it's essential to understand these dynamics deeply. Next, we'll explore more about your body's nutritional needs and how certain dietary adjustments can further support you and potentially lessen your reliance on medications. As we unwind this complex web, keep your experiences in mind. How has polypharmacy influenced your health journey? Together, we'll uncover effective strategies to enhance your vitality and reclaim your agency. Stay tuned for the next chapter, where we will dive into how food can play a powerful role in your health. You probably have this in your kitchen right now, and yet it might be the secret ingredient that's quietly transforming your health for the better. I'm talking about olive oil. This isn't just a staple for your salad or a drizzle for your pasta. It could be a pivotal player in improving your overall well-being, especially as we age. You may not realize it, but olive oil is packed with beneficial compounds that combat many of the subtle declines we face in our golden years. As we age, our bodies become more susceptible to inflammation, which can lead to chronic diseases and further complications. Olive oil, particularly extra virgin olive oil, is renowned for its anti-inflammatory properties, thanks to its high concentration of antioxidants and healthy fats. These compounds help fight oxidative stress, which accumulates in our bodies over time and contributes to various health issues. Think of it this way. Your body, like a car engine, needs high-quality fuel to run efficiently. When you include olive oil in your diet, you're essentially enhancing the quality of that fuel. The predominant fat in olive oil is oleic acid, a monounsaturated fat that has been linked to reduced levels of harmful fats in the blood, promoting heart health and potentially lowering the risk of heart disease, the leading health concern for seniors. What's particularly interesting about olive oil is how it interacts with age-related changes in our bodies. One such change is the way our arteries can become stiffer and less flexible due to the aging process. Olive oil can support the endothelial cells lining our blood vessels, promoting improved circulation and blood flow. This means less risk of high blood pressure and other cardiovascular problems. You might be wondering how to incorporate more olive oil into your daily routine, and I'm here to help. One easy way is to replace butter or margarine with olive oil when cooking or baking. You can also use it as the base for a delicious vinaigrette. Just mix olive oil with vinegar, a squeeze of lemon, and some herbs for a refreshing dressing. Try drizzling it over vegetables before roasting them in the oven for a delightful flavor boost that's also healthful. If you prefer a heartier addition to your meals, consider preparing a Mediterranean-inspired dish featuring grilled fish topped with a fresh salsa made of tomatoes, cucumbers, and, you guessed it, a generous splash of olive oil. These small changes can add up to big benefits, improving your heart health and overall well-being while potentially reducing the need for medications that manage these chronic conditions. It's not just about adding olive oil either. In our next chapter, we'll explore another staple food that complements olive oil beautifully, something that can help strengthen your muscles and support your mobility, making your movements feel lighter as you navigate through daily life. So take a moment to savor the good life, one healthy drizzle at a time. Embrace this change with me, and let's begin this journey to better health together. Your body will thank you. Be sure to stick around, because next week, we're diving deeper into another important nutritional ally that can make all the difference. Until then, remember to stay curious and keep nourishing your body in ways that empower you. Have you ever wondered what's hiding in your kitchen that could make a significant difference in how you feel? It's something you might use almost every day without realizing its true potential. I'm talking about olive oil. Yes, that golden liquid not only adds flavor to your meals, but it also has incredible health benefits, especially for us as we age. As we grow older, our bodies face various challenges, including increased inflammation, a silent contributor to countless health issues. That's where olive oil shines. Extra virgin olive oil is rich in antioxidants and healthy fats that fight inflammation, making it a powerful ally in our quest for better health. Think of it as a protective shield for your body. When you indulge in olive oil, you're enhancing your body's natural defenses. Now let's explore what makes olive oil so remarkable. The key player in olive oil is oleic acid, a type of monounsaturated fat that has been linked to numerous heart protective benefits. It promotes healthy cholesterol levels, lowers the risk of heart disease, one of the most pressing health concerns for seniors, and keeps your cardiovascular system running smoothly. Imagine your cardiovascular system as a well-oiled machine. By incorporating olive oil into your diet, you're helping to ensure that machine runs efficiently, reducing the need for medications that manage heart health. But the benefits don't stop there. One of the changes that come with aging is the stiffening of our arteries, making circulation less flexible. Good news. Olive oil can help. It supports the endothelial cells lining our blood vessels, which means improved circulation and blood flow. This is vital because enhanced circulation can reduce the risk of high blood pressure and other cardiovascular issues. Think of olive oil as the lubricant that keeps your body's machinery functioning at its best. Now, I know you might be asking, how can I easily incorporate more olive oil into my diet? Great question. Let's start simple. Rather than reaching for butter or margarine when you're cooking, swap it out for olive oil. Not only does it add a rich flavor, but it's also a healthier choice. Picture yourself sautéing your favorite vegetables in a drizzle of olive oil. What a delicious way to nourish your body. And it gets even better. You can whip up a flavorful vinaigrette in seconds. Just combine olive oil with vinegar, a squeeze of lemon, and some fresh herbs. Drizzle this dressing over your salads, and you're not only enhancing flavor, but also boosting your health with every crunchy bite. For a heartier meal, try making a Mediterranean dish like grilled fish, topped with a refreshing salsa made of tomatoes, cucumbers, and olives, drenched in olive oil. It's such a simple adjustment you can make that has a tremendous impact on your heart health and overall well-being, potentially reducing the need for those medications that manage chronic conditions. And here's a gentle nudge for you. Don't hesitate to savor life, one healthy drizzle at a time. These small changes in your diet can add up, enhancing your energy, promoting heart health, and even making you feel more vibrant. As we journey together, remember that this is just the beginning. In our next chapter, we'll dive into another essential food that works beautifully with olive oil, one that can strengthen your muscles and support your mobility, helping you feel lighter and more agile as you navigate through daily life. So take this moment to reflect. How can you start integrating this wonderful oil into your meals today? Allow yourself the joy of cooking and savoring these nutritious choices. Together, we are on a path to better health. Your body will thank you for it. Until next week, remember to stay curious, keep experimenting in the kitchen, and continue nourishing your body in empowering ways. Your path to vibrant health is just a meal away. If you've made it this far, you already care about your strength and well-being. That puts you ahead of most, and I commend you for taking the time to reflect on your health. We've covered a lot of ground about the dangers of polypharmacy, how aging affects our bodies, and the small, actionable steps you can take to chart a healthier path. Each piece of advice I've shared, from understanding your medications, to modeling better nutrition, integrating movement, and fostering connections, has a common thread. You can reclaim control over your health. Now let's take this full circle, because it's time for a powerful shift in mindset. You are not defined by your medications, and you do not have to accept polypharmacy as a fait accompli of aging. Instead, envision yourself as the architect of your own health journey. Change is not just a possibility, it is your right, at any age. Think back to the insights we've explored, how medications can pile up like leaves in autumn, how they may cloud your mind and affect your independence, and how understanding is the first step toward empowerment. Today, I want to emphasize that every small action you take, when woven into your daily life, can create a significant impact. So here's my final piece of advice. Approach your health as an ongoing conversation, not just with your doctor, but also with yourself and your loved ones. Ask questions, share your feelings, express your concerns. It's essential. You might start by keeping that medication list we discussed, but go beyond that. Track not only the pills you take, but also how you feel each day. Make notes about what seems to help, what doesn't, and what you'd like to change. One action you can take today is simple yet profound. Choose one healthful habit to incorporate into your routine. Maybe it's a 10-minute walk after lunch, a decision to drizzle some olive oil over your favorite pasta dish, or a heartfelt conversation with a friend or family member. Choose whatever resonates with you. The point is to begin. As you take this step, know that you are not alone. You belong to a community of individuals who are also navigating this journey. Change, albeit gradual, is very much within your reach. You have the wisdom that comes from life experiences, and you possess the strength to embrace new habits that elevate your quality of life. Imagine moving through your day with more energy, enhanced clarity, and a renewed sense of independence. Picture yourself enjoying meals prepared with love, savoring moments with people who light up your world, and feeling your body respond positively to gentle movement. That vision can be your reality. As we wrap up this important conversation, take that energy and curiosity with you. Remember, aging is not about the burden of prescriptions, but about cultivating a life rich with vitality, laughter, and connection. I deeply appreciate you joining me today, making it this far in our discussion on overmedication. If you found this content beneficial, I invite you to subscribe to our channel, where we'll continue to explore empowering topics designed to help you stay sharp, active, and engaged in your golden years. Together, we'll keep this conversation going. Remember, your voice matters, your health matters, and every small change you embrace today nudges you closer to a healthier tomorrow. Until next time, stay curious and take good care of yourself. You've got this.